Available now. Link below.
America, we are facing a crisis of leadership that threatens the very foundation of our republic. In a stunning display of delusion, Joe Scarborough, a supposed journalist, has proclaimed that the Joe Biden we see today is the best Biden ever. But the reality tells a far different story. As we peel back the layers of this shocking claim, we uncover a disturbing truth. Our nation is being led by a man whose mental faculties are in severe decline. The signs are impossible to ignore: the constant gaffes, the incoherent ramblings, the inability to engage with the press without a script. This is not the leadership America needs or deserves. But there is hope on the horizon. The Trump 2024 cam represents a chance to restore sanity and strength to the White House. So stay tuned for this eye-opening special report, and don't miss my final thought that ties it all together. Now, before we dive into exposing the harsh realities surrounding Biden's mental state, let me take a moment to acknowledge our amazing sponsors. Just like how some are trying to hide Biden's cognitive decline, many are also overpaying for heating without realizing that there is a better solution. Tens of thousands are now using this portable heater to stay toasty warm while sticking it to the greedy utility companies. I'm using this incredible mini heater right now, and it quickly warms any room. And the savings in the first month alone practically pay for the device itself. Don't let the wool be pulled over your eyes, whether it's about Biden's acuity or your heating costs. Get warm now with me for a whopping 55% off and a 60-day money-back guarantee by going to getwarmnow.com. That's getwarmnow.com. Now, in a recent segment on MSNBC's Morning Joe, host Joe Scarborough made a bold and, quite frankly, delusional claim. He stated that the current version of Joe Biden, despite numerous gaffes and clear difficulties engaging with the press, is the best Biden ever. And he went on to argue that Biden, who has been in Washington for over 50 years, is now superior to the hothead he was when he first arrived in the Senate. Watch.
But comparing that guy's mental state, I've said it for years now, he's cogent. But I undersold him when I said he was cogent. He's far beyond cogent. In fact, I think he's better than he's ever been. Intellectually, analytically, because he's been around for 50 years. And, you know, I don't know if people know this or not, Biden used to be a hothead. Sometimes that Irishman would get in front of the reasoning. Sometimes he would say things he didn't want to say. This is, and I don't really, you know what, I don't really care. Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it. And
Wow, keeping it classy, Joe. Dropping F-bombs to people who criticize Joe Biden. Well, his praise of Biden is not only misguided, but also a slap in the face to the American people who are witnessing the cognitive decline of their president in real time. He claimed that Biden is far beyond cogent and better than he's ever been intellectually and analytically. However, the reality on the ground tells a starkly different story. Biden's mental acuity has been a subject of concern for many Americans, as his frequent gaffes, incoherent statements, and inability to engage with the press unscripted have become impossible to ignore. Even his own administration seems to recognize his limitations as they continue to shield him from unscripted interactions from reporters. The few interviews Biden has granted have been with friendly journalists, such as a brief New Year's Eve spot with Ryan Seacrest, an appearance on NBC's Late Night with Seth Meyers. Now, these carefully controlled environments do little to alleviate the growing concerns about Biden's mental fitness to lead the nation. And his claim that Biden is the best Biden ever is not only delusional, but also deeply concerning. If this is the best version of Biden intellectually and analytically, then it raises serious questions about his capability to lead the country through the challenges that we face. It's worth noting that Scarborough has become a close confidant and frequent phone buddy of Biden's. During his rant on Morning Joe, he bragged about spending hours chatting with the president and coming away impressed. However, this close relationship raises questions about Scarborough's objectivity and ability to provide unbiased commentary on Biden's performance. Moreover, Scarborough's aggressive defense of Biden, complete with a profanity-laced statement like "F you if you can't handle the truth," suggests a level of desperation to convince the public that something that is clearly not the case. If Biden's mental acuity were truly as sharp as Scarborough claims, there would be no need for such angry and defensive rhetoric. Here's more.
I have a lot of questions. I better not start the questions. I'll get in trouble.
What's your message for Super Tuesday voters?
Everyone please move this way.
Super Tuesday said, do you have a message for voters?
Thanks, come on.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Sits there, doesn't even know what's going on. Cut the mics, kick the reporters out. I'll get in trouble. So we just saw the clip of Biden at a press conference only further reinforces the concerns about his mental state. His inability to maintain focus and his admission that he would get in trouble if he took questions from reporters paint a picture of a president who is not in full control of his faculties. As we navigate through these challenging times, America needs a leader who's sharp, decisive, and capable of confronting the issues head-on. Unfortunately, Joe Biden's mental decline has become a liability for our nation, and it's time for everyone to face this reality. The Trump 2024 campaign represents a beacon of hope amidst the chaos and the uncertainty of the Biden presidency. Donald Trump has proven himself to be a strong, capable leader who puts America first and is not afraid to tackle the tough issues. He has the mental acuity, the vision, and the determination to steer our country back on the right path. Now, if you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. In today's polarized media landscape, it's concerning to see pundits like Joe Scarborough make such bold and unequivocal declarations about a president's mental acuity. While Scarborough is certainly entitled to his opinion, proclaiming Biden is the best ever despite clear signs of cognitive challenges strikes many as disconnected from reality. Scarborough's aggressive, profanity-laced defense of his stance calls into question his objectivity, especially given his close relationship with the president. As journalists, we have a duty to report the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. And glossing over or downplaying legitimate questions surrounding Biden's mental sharpness does a disservice to the American people who deserve an honest assessment of the leader's fitness for office.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.